Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. I am so excited. I am back and I'm back with a series where I am going to be chatting with South Africans all over the world. I have pre-recorded an interview with Ulindi. Lindy is a South African currently based in Indonesia, so she's going to be telling her story in terms of what made her decide to go to Indonesia and how it's like basically living abroad as a South African. Please do not forget to comment and subscribe and like this video. I've just decided to do an introduction because on the interview we just went straight to the interview. I did not do an introduction. So hope you enjoy, hope you get inspired. Please do not forget to comment and share your thoughts. Thank you. Okay. But anyway, how are you doing? How is Indonesia? How are you doing?
I am good. The country is good, but workplace toxic as ever.
No problem. We are going to talk about that. Guys, like I said, we are hanging out with South Africans all over the world. Today we've got Ulinda Mketeka.
Caretaker. It's
Mketeka.
not my surname. It's my clan name.
Is it your clear? Oh, it's a clear name.
Yeah,
Okay.
igama lami langempela ngulindelwa
Oh,
wakangubelanga.
Lindela. Okay,
Yes,
Lindela
that's my
Kankete.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Darling, tell us, where do you come from in South Africa? Like which province and how long? You've already told me you're in Indonesia, and how long have you been in Indonesia?
So I was born in Potchefstroom, KwaZulu Natal,
Oh,
but I grew
wow.
up in Pietermaritzburg.
Oh, wow. And how long have you been in Indonesia now?
Indonesia sengihlale 10 months. June will be my
Okay.
11th month.
11
So
months.
almost a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay. Lydie, tell us what made you decide? What made you decide to pack your bags and go to another country? What made you decide to leave South Africa?
So I used to work in this other Asian country that I'm not gonna mention.
Oh, wow. So you're a big traveler.
They put
Wow,
me
that's
through
nice.
they put me through hell and back. I went back home and I'm like, okay, so for context, when I was in university, I started a YouTube channel that flopped. So I've always had a passion for travel and content creation.
Oh,
So
wow.
actually, like me teaching English abroad is a way for me to be a travel content creator. Because you know how you can't just travel without money and a
Yeah,
plan.
and all of that. Yeah, so
So
true.
yeah, my actual passion is to actually travel and the world and make content, experiment with cultures, make content, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. But I'm sure when you left South Africa, you had like expectations of where you were going to and, what you were going to do. Because I know with me, when I came to the United Kingdom, one of my expectations, I thought that each and every month I was going to save 50,000 rand.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
when
it doesn't work like that.
when you reality and then you realize, oh my goodness, this is actually very expensive. It is the lifestyle here is very expensive. So sometimes your expectations are not met. So were there any expectations that you had when you left South Africa, and how did you manage to deal with,
Yeah, I had plans that I was gonna save way more, but I've saved way less
Mhm.
because of like family responsibility and also like emergencies. You are in a foreign country. If you're sick, you have to pay to go to the doctor.
Oh,
And
do you
sometimes like you
pay?
just run
Oh
out of
my
money.
word. Do you pay to go to the doctor?
Hey, that's the thing with Asia. That's the
Mm.
thing with some Asian schools. They
Mhm.
promise medical insurance, but when you get here, I
Yeah, the expectations are not met.
mm, Yeah, so here, but it's not expensive to go to the doctor, but you still have to pay. It's
Okay.
not
You
expensive.
still have to
It's
pay.
like
Oh,
250 rands.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you think you had to now change your plans to try and, deal with those challenges? Are there anything that you had to do to just, try to adjust to those expectations that were not met? Or
Hey,
does
this
it mean now
year,
you need to stay longer than you anticipated? Because I'm like, oh my word, now I might have to stay longer. Yeah, to try and make sure that I achieve my
so
plan.
so because of the fact that the saving didn't go as well as I had
Planned.
planned, yes, I'm
Hmm.
saving, but not as much. Right now, I kid you not, you can watch my vlogs. I buy fruits and veggies from the street.
Really?
I have to balance now. It's the street food and the supermarket. I'm
Mm,
balancing now. Buying fruits and veggies on the streets. Then
mm,
buying the fancy stuff like meat. Hey, you like I'm balancing now.
Oh wow, that's actually good. That's actually good. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But what do you think are some of the biggest like cultural shock, coming from South Africa to a different country, especially, Indonesia. Indonesia is in Asia, right?
Asia, yes.
Yeah. So
Southeast
what were
Asia.
your like biggest like cultural shock of like, oh my word, this is big. And how's the food?
Okay.
How's the food? Don't you struggle to find
Very spicy. It's nice though.
is it
Like
nice?
Indonesians can cook. Like
Okay.
they are like Africans. Bathandi nyama.
Oh
Like ne
wow, that's
rice.
nice.
They actually eat like Africans, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the food, I didn't struggle because I'm generally someone who eats whatever. It's very few things that I don't eat. So here they like spicy food, so I was able to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
So the two biggest culture shocks, number one, you know how we have Uber and you can only
Oh,
request a traditional car. In Indonesia, there is a motorbike cycle, a motorbike culture. So in Indonesia, on our transport app, you're able to request a motorcycle, which is way cheaper. So
okay.
transport is extremely cheap and efficient here. Like
Okay.
we have more motorbikes than cars here, which is
Okay.
like a very big culture shock. Because in South Africa, it's the other way around. We have
Yes, it's
more
the other way
cars.
around.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my word. So now does it mean you must learn how to ride a bike yourself, or do you have
we
like a
so
driver?
basically, when you request a motorcycle, the driver will come with the motorcycle and pick you up. You will
Oh,
sit
lovely.
like at the back with your helmet.
Okay. Oh wow. That's nice. Oh wow, that's nice. That's nice.
Hmm.
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
lovely.
Hmm.
Okay, but now I'm sure there were a lot of things that you've missed about South Africa that
Hmm.
obviously you didn't find here in Indonesia. So what
Yeah.
are what are some of the things that you really missed about home that you were like, oh my word, they don't
Find
have it
South
here?
African food better in terms of quality and taste. Here, there are some
Mm-hmm.
vegetables and fruits that are just not like they just don't taste as nice. I mean, Indonesia is a tropical island, so they are
Okay.
good when it comes to things like pineapples, but I prefer South African food in terms of with fruits and vegetables. I prefer South African. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's sweeter. And also South Africa is more developed than Indonesia in terms of roads
Oh, really?
and infrastructure. Yeah, like South Africa has pretty. And the crazy part is Indonesia is three times the size of South Africa. Over 200 million people are living on this island.
Oh
But the
my word.
infrastructure is not that great. A couple of months ago, I had a bus trip to another
Mm-hmm.
province. Did
Mm-hmm.
I not think that I was gonna die? Like we were like this,
Oh
the
my
roads are very
word.
bumpy and bad here. It
Bumpy,
was like
bumpy. Oh
it was
my
a
word.
horror trip. Like I was praying, like, am I even gonna get to where
Oh
I'm going?
my goodness. And you wouldn't think that. You would not think that. Tell me, how is it like in terms of South African community, and also is it easier or is it difficult to make friends when you in Indonesia, or there are any like South African community that you can join and all of that?
We do have a South African community on Facebook. My
Okay.
house, one of my housemates is South African, so she did create a
Oh,
WhatsApp group.
lovely.
So we do have a South African community, but the South Africans in Indonesia, most of them are not into social media like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So with Indonesia, we don't have a big South African community, but
Community.
it's kind of more difficult here to find people. Like most South Africans in Indonesia are not really vlogging like that, you know.
Okay.
But we
Hmm.
find each other on TikTok. Most of the people that I talk to, it was TikTok. Like,
TikTok.
oh, you're also here. I send a DM, they send a DM. But Indonesia is one of those teaching English populations, I mean, countries that are not so popular. So not
Okay.
many people know that you can come and teach here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. Tell us, how has living abroad has maybe changed you as a person, or maybe changed your perspective about life and, just in general in terms of, like how you view the world outside of
Mm.
South Africa?
Living overseas for me, number one, it has made me appreciate South Africa. Like
Wow.
Indonesians are way more, they are underprivileged, like way more than us. Like aguna minimum wage lana,
Wow.
aguna pension. You work till you die. Our
Wow.
housekeeper is a very old woman. I think she's 70 something. Ako
Oh my
pension lana.
God. A
So I
pension.
appreciate South Africa. Ako pension. Our housekeeper is very old. Like I genuinely feel bad for her. But ako pension lana. You work till you die. So South Africa is, when I come into Indonesia, make me appreciate like my country more. And, like,
Wow.
hey, we actually have a lot of
So
benefits in
much.
South Africa.
Yeah, we've got a
Hmm.
lot of benefits in South Africa. Oh, wow. So having seen those benefits and having been exposed to other, countries, what advice can you give South Africans who are in South Africa, who are thinking, you know what, they don't see any future, they don't see any opportunity, they just want to, go out of the country. What advice can you give them?
Okay, if you are in South Africa and you're stuck in life and you're not really sure, for me, I do promote for people to go overseas, but
Okay.
if you make the decision of going to work abroad, when it comes to life goals, finances, have a very specific goal that I'm going overseas because I want to start a business. I'm
Wow.
going
Good.
overseas because I want to further my education. But working overseas, there is no stability here whatsoever. It's
So
toxic.
true.
There's no stability. You can lose your job and go home at any time.
Oh,
And
so
and
true.
when you're a foreigner, you will never be treated fairly. You have to be
Yeah,
okay
so
with
true.
discrimination. Like for me, living abroad is nice, but working abroad is toxic.
So true. Wow.
Like the living part is nice, but the working part it's very toxic. Like I'm no longer happy, so I'm also working on a plan to still live in Asia but not have a
Hmm.
traditional job. So have a specific goal, but don't think that you're just gonna keep on getting contract. It's not stable.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. And also, I've always wanted to ask people who are South Africans who are not living in South Africa, what do you think is important, especially considering with what is happening now with,
Mm,
immigrations. It's not only happening in South Africa, it's happening all over the world. So what do you think
yeah.
is important as an immigrant if you are living in another country? What do you think is very important for you to be mindful of as an immigrant that is living in another country?
Number one, do what your visa says.
Respect the
I am on
law.
a work visa. I'm not allowed to open businesses.
Good.
I'm here to work. So if you're here on a study visa, do just that. Obviously, sometimes people export items back home and sell. That's
Yes,
fine. You
yes,
can
yes.
sell back in your country. But number
Mm.
one, don't do things that your visa does not allow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Number two, don't be too entitled. It's not your
Exactly.
country. Humble yourself. You know, for me at work, there are many times where I can be like, "Wrong try, but I'm like, no, it's
Exactly.
not your
Exactly.
country. Humble
Exactly.
yourself. Yeah.
Respect the citizen. Respect the citizen
Yes,
of the country.
respect your visa, respect the laws, and even at work, even if you are there legally, humble yourself. Don't be too
Mm.
entitled to
Mm.
being treated nicely, to the country's resources. Like, like for example, Lana, they make you sign that you have medical insurance, but when you get here, Aiko. And you know what?
Mm.
I was like, you know what, Lindy? It is what it is. It's
It
not your
is what
country
it
anyway.
is. So true.
Yeah.
So true. They don't owe you anything at the
Yeah.
end of the day. Wow, that is very
Mm.
important. I know you've already covered this, but because it's also part of my questions, I'm going to ask you whether are you planning to go back home or you just want to live in Indonesia forever? Do you have any plans to go back home, and why are you planning to go back home?
Yes. I think in my right now I'm still 28. I
You're still
do
young.
want to go back to South Africa maybe in my 30s, but I want to go back to South Africa as a business owner, not
Oh,
ukuthi
wow.
ngifake ama-CV. No, no.
Uphumile lapho, uphumile ekufakeni
I want to come back
ekunkqonkqozeni,
as
ufuna
a business
umsebenzi,
owner or
uphumile.
as a property owner, not ukuthi ngizofaka ama-CV. No.
Mm. So true, so true. That is very
Yeah.
important. Lydie, thank you so much. Thank you so much for, joining this session. The information that you've shared here has been, very informative. And I'm sure a lot of people have, taken your advice and just to know that living abroad is not all, nice and glory. It has its own challenges, and it's very important for people to always plan. But thank you so
Mm.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you. I also have a
much.
question for you,
Oh,
if you don't
okay,
mind.
okay, no
How
problem.
long have you been in the UK?
It's almost 2 years now. It's almost 2 years now. But I came here to study, to do my master's,
Mm.
and yeah, I finished. I am working now, but I'm also studying because I love academics. So I'm also studying part-time, but I'm also planning to go back home. Like, one of the things that I've realized is there is nothing like South Africa, definitely.
Yeah. So how is it being a black woman in a majority white country
To be
day to day?
honest, in the United Kingdom, luckily there is quite a very huge like black culture, but it's not as big as America. But there is a black culture. I
Mm,
think it is similar to white people in South Africa. You see,
yeah.
yes. But obviously,
Mm,
whenever there is, people from different races, there'll always be racism and all of those things.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you know this is not your country, you don't focus on that. You just focus on what you are here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but racism it's huge. It's huge, but
Mm, yeah.
we don't focus
Thank
on those
you.
things.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you. Bye.